Something that has been discovered is this. Earn the Trading Post's special rewards 12 times for Warden Transmog. Now, as soon as I saw this on the internet, it's like I sensed a great disturbance in the Force. Millions of souls all crying out at once. Millions of souls crying out. It was a shit show, obviously. It was a shit show, obviously. Now, I'll give my opinion about it in just a second, right? Yeah. One of the more awaited cosmetic appearances coming in patch 10.05 are the datamined Sun and Moon Night Elf Warden transmogs. When we originally reported on these transmog appearances, there were no discernible sources to obtain the transmogs. Now, I always speculated, I always kind of assumed that they would be the reward that you get for filling out your trading post, traders, whatever. Like, you know, so you get your 500 traders tendies just for opening the chest, and then you get 500 traders tendies for filling out your trader's log or your explorer's log. What's it called? Is it the trader's log? Yeah. And when you do that, as well as getting your extra 500 tendies, you also get one of the spectral tiger mounts as well in the first month. So I assumed that this cosmetic appearance would also appear as one of those rewards. It would be like, you know, 4 rewards over 4 months. Really cool. That's what I speculated. Educated guess. Turns out that guess was wrong. Make the most of this. It doesn't happen very often. On the most recent patch, 10.0.5 build, PTR build, so okay, PTR build, take it with a pinch, a new ensemble with a Warden helm icon and a name that does match a Warden armor has been added. Ensemble, Burden of Unrelenting Justice. Here it is. This ensemble is the reward for completing the achievement Trading Post Enthusiast, which requires you to obtain the monthly Trading Post reward by completing tasks in the Traveler's Log for 12 months. So this is the special reward. This is not just logging on. This is not just logging on and opening your chest. This is completing your Trader's Log 12 times. It is important to note the wording on the achievement, which requires you to earn the special monthly Trading Post reward 12 times. Although it will take 1 combined year of work to obtain the ensemble, the achievement wording implies that you do not need to attain the reward 12 months in a row. You're able to skip a month if something happens and the achievement criteria will not be reset. At the time of writing this post, there has been no official communication from Blizzard as to this reward, so we don't know for certain if one or both transmog tints will be awarded, or if you must earn the Trading Post reward 12 times consecutively or not. It is also currently unknown if one of the sets will be obtainable in some other way, perhaps a faster way for players looking to transmog these sets sooner. So I disagree with Wowhead on some of this. For me, there's nothing vague about it at all. Not Lenny, thank you very much for the 23 months. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Revan with a gifted sub as well. 54 subs you've gifted to this channel now. That's incredible. Thank you. They should just put it on the shop. Would that create more or less of a shit show, though? Anyway, here's what I disagree with. 1, I don't think the wording of the achievement is vague in the slightest. If the achievement is to be believed, then no, clearly you don't have to do it in consecutive months. There's no stipulation about that at all. It's not even hinted at. It's not even a chance that that is the case. If the wording of this is final, earn the monthly special reward from the Trading Post 12 times. There's no suggestion that it would be 12 months consecutively. It's not even worth talking about. Like, that's just something we've invented and put on top. You don't have to. That's the start and the end. It does seem to be the thumbnail certainly seems to show both of the ensembles. You've got some green and yellow, and you've got some of the moon version there as well. So if the thumbnail is to be gone by, it looks like it's both. But who knows? Is this only going to be for night elves? Wouldn't have thought so. Quick Y's or N's in the chat. Do you think it should be? Do you think it will be night elf only? My vote is N for no. Yeah, the icon is literally called Sun Moon Warden, which again, yeah, suggests this is both of the ensembles. No, it's not going to be for just Night Elves, I'm certain of it. Certain. Which is another reason why Night Elf players are upset. Night Elf players are, they've got a habit of taking things a bit personally sometimes, in my opinion. Imagine the Kultiran male in a Warden costume. It should be elf only. Why? Why should it be elf only? Who cares? Okay, look. Maybe it will just be elf only. I don't care. The fact is, it's going to be just as much of a shit show either way. Whether it's Night Elf only or not will not affect the amount of shit show, just who is having the shit show. Maybe the colors change based on the time of day. I think that would also be a shit show. Hope it happens. No. Yeah, it's still going to look weird on male Night Elves. Absolutely. Totally. It's still going to look weird and wrong on male Night Elves. So unless you make it body type 1 Night Elf specific, then it's always going to look weird. One might even argue it's a weird choice of reward in the first place. But you know what? Okay, look, maybe it is going to be female Night Elf specific. There's zero suggestion of that on the thumbnail at the moment for it, and on the description. But it could be. It just says binds to Blizzard account. The reward should be amount. Okay, so and now to the main question of this, right? And the main thing is that, yes, this isn't a reward 1 month for completing your trader's log. This is, in fact, a long-term goal, much like with the Recruiter Friend, where, like, the best reward of the Recruiter Friend, which I can show you now. I'm wearing some of it. Oh, wait. I can show you. So the 12-month reward for the Recruiter Friend is this ensemble, but with a hat. This is the Explorer garb. It's very fucking cool. And for that, you had to recruit a friend for 12 months. 12 months of recruit a friend to get this. Yeah, with Blizzard going woke, I wouldn't be surprised if this opened to all races, male and female. Huh. I know you're joking, and I'm going to go with this joke. Allowing other races to wear the Warden transmog is woke. I love that. Someone's definitely going to say that. But unironically. You're right. And yeah, okay, whatever. Now, here's the thing. Here's my opinion on it. Obviously, a lot of people are really upset about it. Well, let's read some of the comments. Let's see what the people of the internet think about this. Only 187 comments, so it won't take us long. 1 year farming? Lol. This is going to go down brilliantly. Nice one, Blizz. Only 1 year to become a warden. Neat. Only 1 year? So nice of Blizz. I detect sarcasm in that comment. Similar to the Violet Proto-Drake from the Long Strange Trip. I mean, if you're playing already, what does it matter? If you're not playing, well, you're not going to get it anyway and shouldn't care. Better than the Holidays Achieve. No big deal. This set looks insane. So much love it. Okay, do you know what? These comments aren't so bad. I was really looking forward to these two transmogs, but now that I saw the requirements to get it, it just took all the excitement out for me. They sure know how to kill enthusiasm for the trading post. I think they are kidding. Will I be online for 1 year for these garbage transmogs? It wouldn't be so bad, and there is precedent this, if not for the fact that this is a long-anticipated set, is iconic to an entire race, and utilizes the brand new open skirt design that can only be replicated by buying the in-store Flame Feather version. So the very first in-game earnable version may require an entire year to earn. Seems kind of screw you move, to be honest. Okay, one thing I want to say. Can we please stop interpreting any feature we don't like in a video game as a screw you? I'm begging you. Like, if there's something you don't like in a video game, that's okay. It's fine, right? It's like, you might even be objectively right not to like it. Who knows? You know, take each thing on its own merits and each case as an individual, right? But can we please stop like interpreting things we don't like in video games as a slap in the face. And likewise fucking TV media as well. No, we cannot. Screw you for saying that. Yeah. No one is intentionally fucking you off. Yeah, a slap in the face is how people used to say it. Yeah. It's nuts, man. Ah, yes, the thing I was looking forward to most about the trading post releasing isn't obtainable for another year. Well, likewise, quite a lot of stuff that's going to be on the trading post. Do you know that the trading post is monthly? Do you realize that only like 1/12 of what's available on the trading post is available in the first month? Do we realize this? Ah, yes. I've been looking forward to the trading post, but it turns out in this first month of it, only 1/12 of it is actually available. This is all right, actually. Let me find the tweet. Let me find Wowhead's tweet on this very subject, because I bet there's some spicier takes there. That's right. We're going hunting for the spiciest take we can find. 12 months of waiting for this set? It looks cool, yeah. But why 12 fucking months? Why not just participate in and complete the activities for 1 month? You couldn't resist it, right? 12 months for a set. Wow. They need to learn stacking these things is not appealing. I'd like the set this year. I like Michael. Sometimes he's good. Delete this achieve and just give the sets as you would the mount, but for March month. Trading Post was supposed to give us a thank you for playing, and with this move you are making it mandatory. Okay, I don't think it's... Look, okay, right. I feel at this point... Okay, here's my favourite comment so far. The Trading Post is starting to show its true plan. It goes deeper. Blizz claws sink in. Stay subbed, everyone. Guys, did you know that Blizz want you to stay subbed to the game? Evil bastards. And did you know that to get you to sub to the game, they're going to make shit that you want and put it in the game? Diabolical. Those bastards making shit that I want and putting in their video game so that I play their video game. You know what? Putting shit that players want in video games just so that people play their video games and make money is so fucking cringe. It is so fucking evil. Every game should just be fucking blocks. Square blocks. No nice graphics. No making nice things that people might want to look at and tricking them into playing your game. No. Just square blocks. Unless you like squares, in which case, fuck you, making my game circles. Whatever you don't like, whatever you think is shit, that's what my game's going to look like. And no sound, just in case you like that. No, like, gameplay, because I hear gameplay's really good, right? So no, fuck that. I don't want you wanting to play my game. Making you want to play my game is so fucking cringe, man. And yeah, forget about any rewards. So yeah, and I think this is like, yeah, this is a good comment to use as a jumping off point. Now, obviously, right, I'm laughing at this comment, but I'm not laughing at this person. Okay, this person is a person on the internet, right? If any of you use this stream with me reading this comment on the stream to, from this point on, go and fucking give this person on the internet, goes without fucking saying, right? But I'm going to say it because it's the internet. If anyone from this stream goes and gives this person any shit at all, like the slightest bit of shit at all, okay, then you will be banned from all my platforms forever. And once you've been banned, we'll talk about how you shat your pants that time on the train and loved it. And you won't be able to defend yourself. So no doing that, please. Don't you fucking dare. That's not how things work on this channel. Thank you. However, I think this is a good jumping off point for my opinion on this. Okay? So, my opinion on this is mixed and a bit confused. Honestly, I'm a human being, so, you know, I have complex emotions, and those emotional responses to things aren't always consistent. You know, sometimes my reactions to things are inconsistent, and I think this is one of those times, honestly. Am I disappointed that I was wrong? Yes, definitely. Am I disappointed that the Warden sets are not going to be a straight reward for completing your trader's log? Yeah. Yeah. I am. I thought it'd have been really nice to have, like, the... basically, as I predicted it, it'd be really nice to have the sun mount as an overall reward for the first month. It'd be really cool to have the moon mount as an overall reward for the second month, and then the warden sets as well. I just think that would be really, really cool. Simple as that. Do you think that the completion of the trader's log will only have the mount when you do it the first time and never again? No, I think the monthly reward will be a regular thing. I think the monthly reward for completing it will be a regular thing, yeah. Yeah, so I'm disappointed because I just thought that would be really neat and a really great way of introducing the trading post. You know, I think the mount is a great one and perfect, and this would have been like the cherry on top. It would have been a brilliant way to... I think it will always be a mount, basically, now. But I think this has been such a great way to launch the trading post. I think it would have been so cool. Like, genuinely. And I'm all for just cool shit that makes people feel good. Now, do I think it's bad and wrong that they're there for the achievement that takes 12 months to do? No. Am I disappointed that they're not just like straight up traders log rewards? Yes. Do I think it's bad and wrong that they are an achievement that takes 12 months to complete? No. I just don't. Sorry. And I'll tell you why I don't. I don't think it's bad and wrong because it kind of perfectly fits the MO of what the trading post is and what it's for, right? Like the whole point of the trading post, the entire purpose, the kind of unsubtle, explicit reason for the trading post is for there to always be a reason to log on every month, right? So, like, its whole fucking MO is that, you know, you're going to want to log on every month because you'll get cool rewards. Now, is that bad and wrong? No. Like, loads of online games do that, and it's one of the better things about those online games' business model, right? You know? Like, you know what I don't like about ESO and their business model? I don't like that I basically have to pay a subscription to get the things I need just to play that game every month, really. You know, it's free to play, but it's not really. If you play that game seriously, you need subscription, and loads of fucking like pay to win shit is on the store as well. Fuck that. That's the shit I don't like about ESO. Do you know what is not on the list of stuff I don't like about ESO? The free shit you get for logging in a certain amount of times. Awesome. Great. Perfect. Load me up. You know what I don't like about Final Fantasy XIV? Not much, actually. But you know what definitely isn't on my list of things that I don't like about Final Fantasy... Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, I'll tell you what I fucking don't like about Final Fantasy XIV. Mog Station. Fuck Mog Station. Fuck everything about it. Fuck everything about the online Final Fantasy XIV, like, account management experience. Just fuck it. It's the worst. It's the worst thing in the entire world. I hate it. I hate everything about the back end of that fucking game. Despise it. Horrible. Disgusting. Do you know what I do not hate about Final Fantasy XIV? Veteran rewards. Veteran rewards are great. Like, sometimes I log in and they're like, yo, you just logged in for 3 months. Have some fucking rewards. And it's like a transmog or something. I'm like, sounds legit. Don't mind if I do. Do I sit there and go, that is bad and wrong? Bad and wrong. When I log into to Final Fantasy XIV and they give me a transmog because I've been, like, subbed for 300 days, do I go, fuck you, Square Enix? This is how it starts. They get their claws into you. Make sure you always have to log on to get these transmog rewards. Evil. Evil Square Enix. No, I don't do that because that would be insane. Is that not what the Traders Post is going to give you? That's exactly what the Trading Post is going to give you, yeah. So what I'm saying is, yes, the Trading Post is the exact same thing, but with some gameplay elements attached as well, which everyone says they always want, right? So the Trading Post is unambiguously a sub-retention scheme, right? It's something that gives you rewards for logging on in a certain month. Like, that's it. That's what it is. Like, the gameplay element to it is pretty minimal, quite passive, you know? And it's awesome. Do you know about the latest limitations on the Final Fantasy Online store? I haven't logged into Final Fantasy for a while, even though I still pay my sub, because Dragonflight is fucking awesome. Look, man, Final Fantasy XIV is what it is. Like, I've played Final Fantasy XIV since Warlords of Draenor, and to be perfectly honest, the reasons I play Final Fantasy XIV are still exactly the same as they always have been. Play it when I don't really feel like playing WoW. You can't gift mounts or pets to friends anymore? Ah. That fucking sucks. I'm not laughing with glee at something shit happening in Final Fantasy XIV. This is a nervous laugh. This is like the laugh you do when something bad happens, okay? Just to be very, very fucking clear on, okay, this is not me laughing at something bad happening in 14. People who do that are really weird. Yeah, that's the nervous laugh you do when someone tells you that they're going to start investigating your taxes. That's like incredibly done. It must be like a technical thing that they're going to iron out, surely. They're just changing the way they do it technically, so for the time being, you can't do it, surely. Sounds like hopium. Oh, shit, man. Now I'm doing 14 hopium. Okay, look, I don't know about that. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the trading post. But the trading post is an unambiguous sub-retention scheme, okay? And it's not the worst for that, all right? I think it's a really good idea. It's what everyone likes about it. It's the idea that there's always a reason to log in. And the idea of having an achievement which is that but in its extreme, like, oh, have you logged in 12 months overall, and not consecutively, by the way, so you can't fuck it up. It's not forcing you to log in a month that you don't want to log in on, right? Okay, you know, you can take 3 years to get this achievement and get the reward. And yeah, is it bad to have a reward for that achievement? No. Is it evil and and cynical to have that reward? No, I don't actually think it is. No, I just don't think it is. And I don't think the equivalent is in any other game either. My stance here is very consistent. It's just not a bad thing. Am I pissed off it's this particular reward? From a personal point of view, yes. And here's the important thing. Do I think Blizzard are fucking idiots for making it this? Yes. Yes, I do. Not idiots for making it, just idiots for telling us this early. Okay, I also want to point out, though, this is like a data mining issue. This is not a Blizzard communication issue. Dude, Blizzard haven't said anything about this. Blizzard never told us about this reward. They never showed us this transmog set. Okay? They never said it was going to be a reward on the trading post even. Like, this is fucking data mining. Okay, and I'm really sorry. Like, we can encourage Blizzard to work harder to keep things hidden in data mining, but at some point you have to go, hey, maybe it's the data mining that's the problem. You know, and you're right though. You are absolutely right. If when the patch went live, the first we saw of this transmog was as part of a reward for 12 months. We're not having this conversation because the hype would absolutely overtake any feelings of what we're discussing now. The only reason we are having this conversation is because we saw these sets and we saw that they were connected to the trading post, and we made our own speculations before we knew the truth of it. And there's a lesson to learn there, probably. I don't know. People were hyped about playing with the transmog tomorrow because everyone made up their mind about how they would get it. Yeah, absolutely. So I would say this is a warning about the dangers of data mining above and beyond anything else. However, we can't pretend that it wasn't data mined. We can't pretend that people weren't getting excited in the community about this reward. Okay? And, you know, Blizzard's role and Blizzard's job is to keep people hyped about the game, is to keep people feeling good about the game. Okay? Now, remember that anything in a PTR build is actually a couple of weeks old. Whatever build they are working with in Blizzard is usually about 2 weeks ahead of whatever we're seeing on the PTR, apparently. So, you know, there's every chance that this PTR build and the achievement and the transmog being attached to the achievement is from before we even saw these sets. Like, that's a genuine possibility. But here's the thing. Yeah, Blizzard have a responsibility to not, at the moment, when they are trying desperately to resell the game to people and to get people feeling about the game, good about the game, something that they have done extraordinarily well in the build-up to Dragonflight and in the launch of Dragonflight and going forward with the roadmap and something Blizz are stacking up right now is W's. for making people feel really fucking good about the game. Like, Dragonflight is an expansion which has made people feel really fucking good. It has made people feel trust towards Blizzard again for the first time, and that the game is going in the right direction, and trust that the next patch will be good for the first time for lots of people. And I think that's fantastic. Whether people are right to be upset about this or not almost isn't important. What's important is that Blizz should know that people will be upset about this. It doesn't matter if it's completely unreasonable. It doesn't matter if, you know, like I say, you know, they are not bad and wrong for doing this at all. The fact is, someone at some point, once this got out there and people started talking about it and getting excited about it, someone should have gone, this is going to be a shit show. And it's going to look bad, and it's going to make people feel bad about the game. And whether or not that's justified, it's so obvious that that was going to happen that I'm a little bit annoyed at them for letting it happen. Does that make sense? Can you understand what I'm saying? Am I being like really harsh on Blizz here? Maybe I am, but that's how I feel. Do you think the Warden outfit and the mount will be in the shop after 12 months? If the Warden outfit goes live like this as part of the achievement, no. It will never be in the shop. In the same way that in the foreseeable future, right? In the same way that the Explorer's outfit will never be in the shop. Not while the Explorer's, like the Recruit a Friend thing is going. It'll never be a reward in the shop. And likewise this. As long as that achievement exists, and as long as the trading post exists, this ain't ever going on the shop. 12 months have passed since the trading post launched. Thousands of Maeve lookalikes, all now running around Azeroth. Illidan leaves his post to investigate this sudden uptick in Wardens. Sargeras breaks free, next expansion, Legion 2. Thank you, Discordian Hats. I'm going to remember that because it will be a weekly reset joke. If they offered more ways of getting it in the world, it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, so but this is where I disagree, honestly. So what you are, here's the thing, Betties, and I'm not coming for you, but I think this is a common kind of thought, and I'd like to address it as I see it. I feel that you are not making that argument based on the way they are giving away a reward, okay? I don't think you are making that argument based on this is a bad way to give away a reward. You are making that argument because it is this reward, in my opinion. Like, you are making an argument because you want this reward given away in a different way. You are making the argument that this is a bad way to give away a reward. And I don't think you even think that. I think if this was a different reward that you didn't care so much about, you'd be fine with them giving away something in this way. You know? Whereas, I think the fact that a lot of people want this reward quick is the reason why we're pretending that giving it away in this way is bad and wrong, where it's clearly not. You know? And here's the thing, like, I hate the view that everything needs to be easy to obtain. This is fucking easy to obtain. Like, I'm not going to need to do anything that I wouldn't have done anyway to get this reward. You know? Like, this is a really fucking easy reward. Keystone Master is a harder reward than this. And in principle, I really like the idea of the 12-month reward, you know? It's fantastic. And it's not consecutive, just like it shouldn't be, because they want this to be a thing that, like, people can get anytime, really. But I think that I am, like, I can't deny my personal disappointment that it is this reward. Yeah, but 12 months is a lot. This game is 20 years old. 12 months is half the expected lifespan of this expansion. If it took you 2 patches, if someone said it's going to take you 2 patches to get this reward, would that feel better or worse? Like, and that's the thing, yeah. 12 months is, like, you're right. Damn, fuck, you're convincing me that it's actually good. You're right, 12 months is a long time, which is why it needs to be a good reward, right? It's the same argument with store mounts, right? It's like, you know, if they're going to put a mount on the store and charge $25 for it, yeah, no shit, it's going to have to be a good fucking mount, right? Like, and the fact is, yeah, like 12 months in gaming terms is relative. Yeah, to most games, 12 months is a long time, but to an MMO, it's really not. So yeah, so the thing I'm most upset about, honestly, like genuinely, the thing I am most upset about this being the 12-month reward is not that there is a 12-month reward. It's not even that this is the reward for the 12 months. It's not even that this isn't something that I'll get in like 3 or 4 months like I assumed. It's that Blizzard didn't like act nimbly and avoid, apparently, this very, very obvious community L. I don't actually think Blizzard's doing anything wrong here, but whether or not that is the case, this was always going to be a shit show. And I'm a little bit annoyed with Blizzard for not realizing that and taking that one on the fucking chin. Blizzard taking community L's all the time. Well, I disagree. I think they've been fantastic in Dragonflight about not taking L's and just serving up big fat W's, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I think they had absolutely bucked the trend, which was mostly like a perception trend, right? But it's a good perception to be always taking dubs instead of L's. And I think, yeah, one of the great things about Dragonflight is how, like, they've managed to avoid the L's and take the dubs. Genuinely. It's a free gift for logging in once a month. I don't see what there is to complain about with that. I think the people complaining are actually pretty entitled. I don't like using the word entitled when it comes to video game players, but I see the point you're making. I don't disagree with it, but I personally try and avoid the word entitled. But yeah, I'm not saying Blizzard doing anything wrong. You were surprised that Blizzard was tone deaf? Yeah, I mean, in this instance, yeah, because they have been racking up so many dubs recently. The surprise comes from, you know, maybe a false sense of security that, and I want to make it clear, I don't actually think they're doing anything wrong here. You know? I feel some personal disappointment that this isn't going to be one of those rewards that you get for just filling out the bar 1 month. I feel some personal disappointment for that. Should we try another thing, right? And this question goes out only to people who are angry about this. Because you're entitled to be angry, man. Like, whatever. If they had given us a list of all of the rewards that were going to be on the end of the trader's log, so the equivalent of how we thought you were going to get these armor sets, the same way that you get the sun mount and stuff like that. When you fill up your trader's log, there's a gift there for you when you do that. If they'd given us a list of a year's worth of rewards for filling up your trader's log, and these two sets had been 11 and 12 months away, respectively, would that have been as bad? Like, if they had rewarded these in the way that we'd all hoped, and they'd given us a list in advance, and this would have been 12 months away, no, it wouldn't have been as bad. I agree with you, but it's funny how perception works, because having it as a 12-month reward is objectively easier to get. No, because then you could take a break and come back to do it. Yeah, but coin flip, if you happen to not be able to log in that month and complete your challenges, you have to wait another year. It could feasibly take you 2 years to get it. Because you have to wait a year before it comes around again. You can still take a break and come back to do it, though. Yeah, well, you can with this, though. I think it's legitimately easier to get as a 12-month reward. Personally, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, I mean, I'm disagreeing with you as far as my personal opinion is concerned. But, like, you know, if you feel differently, that's interesting to me. I'm not saying you're wrong. You know, but like, so okay, say this is a reward in fucking January 2024. Okay, and you just had a big list, but it is rewarded the way you want it to be. But there's just like 11 months before you get to it, popping up as a reward. You've got 1 month, January 2024, to log on, complete your challenges, and pick up this reward. Because then it's gone again until next January. You know? I think that would be not worse, because I agree it would actually feel better, but it would objectively, in my opinion, be harder to get. Because there's more chance of missing it and having to wait an entire year. Can you understand what I'm saying? So it's not better to have it individually on the traders post. That would be way worse. Well, it depends on your point of view, right? It depends on your point of view. I genuinely agree that it would feel better to have it rewarded as completing the bar 1 month. That would feel better, even knowing that this is an easier way to get it. Does that make sense? I know that the 12-month reward is an easier way to get it. Personally, I would still rather it be on there just for a month and then come back in a year. Thus is the tangled web of human consciousness, right? It would be better when it was given for completing a monthly challenge. I mean, I think so too, honestly. Even though I know that having it as a 12-month reward is actually objectively easier. It's doing what it's supposed to. Keep you subbed and playing at least once a month. Reminds me of a long, strange trip it's been. Yeah. That kind of goes hand in hand with cycling through stuff like this, though. Yeah. Except don't forget the rewards for completing the Traders Tendy bar, the Traders log. You cannot freeze them and hold them over a month like you can everything actually on the trading post. Those rewards aren't actually on the trading post. You can't freeze them. You get them that month or you don't get them again for a year. If they even cycle back through again, maybe they won't. But do you have to be subbed for every month, or can you sub on the 12th month and complete all 12 months of challenges? No, you can't. No, you do have to sub for 12 separate months, yeah. But they don't have to be in a row or anything like that. Also, is it just me, or do the Dragonflying Drakes not have the options to wear their helmets? We saw them in promotional materials, and they are visible on random Drakes in-game, but I don't think we can put them on our dragons. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen that yet. So look, my final word on this, and this is my opinion, because it's my channel, and that's what I'm giving. My opinion on this is, personally, would I prefer this was a Trader's Log reward? Yes. I think it would just feel better. Are Blizzard bad and wrong for making it a 12-month sub reward? No. Nope. Not at all. I think it's perfectly legitimate to have a reward on the trading post that is given out like this. It fits the MO of the trading post perfectly. And it does need to be quite a good reward, right? So I get it. Am I slightly annoyed with Blizzard for not predicting this shit show and avoiding it because I like it when the game takes dubs and not L's? Yes, I'm slightly annoyed with Blizzard for doing that. Do I think the main problem here is that people saw data mine versions of this set that Blizzard never told us about or presented to us or put in the PTR in any way and made assumptions about it that were then undermined and disappointed by? Yes. So, as you can see, it's a mixed bag of feelings for me. It's a mixed bag of emotions for me. There are some elements of it that I'm quite annoyed at Blizzard for. There's some elements that I'm quite disappointed at without thinking it's Blizzard's fault, really. And there are some things I think are perfectly reasonable and absolutely fine. God, who'd be a human being, right, with all these fucking emotions and stuff? Not me. It's crazy. Yeah, so, I get it. And I would personally disagree with the comments that say Blizzard are bad or wrong for doing this. I just don't think that's true. From my own point of view, I don't think that is right. There you go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub. Patrons $1.